Among all the races of the Warhammer world, only the Lizardmen of Lustria can boast that their warriors utilize the armaments of the beings known as the Old Ones. The true shapers of the Warhammer world, the Old Ones presumably died when the polar gates collapsed and demons wormed their way into the world. They did not leave their servants defenseless, however, and gave the Lizardmen the weapons and tools to defend themselves. Among these were the Revered Spear of Tlanxla, held by the Saurus Oldblood Kroq-Gar since the Great Catastrophe. As befits a weapon wielded by an Old One, the Revered Spear of Tlanxla hums with a terrifying and ancient energy. Its blade is large and crafted from obsidianite, a material that the Gold College of Altdorf cannot even begin to understand. Despite its immense size, Kroq-Gar can wield it one-handed from the back of his ancient Carnosaur, Grimlock. Imbued with eldritch power, the Revered Spear of Tlanxla terrifies those struck by it with horrifying visions of the future. This fear saps the will of those wounded by it, and entire regiments of enemies have been sent scurrying back to the shadows by this divinely instilled terror. While the Revered Spear of Tlanxla has been held by Kroq-Gar for the past 7,000 years, he was not its first wielder. Instead, the spear initially belonged to the Old One Tlanxla, fittingly enough. A warlike Old One known for his magic spear and the flying sky chariot he rode into battle, Tlanxla nonetheless appears to have been a minor power amongst the Old Ones. He has no blessed spawnings unique to him, though a Lizardman city did bear his name. Also known as the City of the Sky, it sat close to the mouth of the river Amazon in ages past. Unfortunately, just like its patron, Tlanxla was destroyed during the Great Catastrophe. It is unclear if Kroq-Gar scavenged the spear from the ruins of the city, or if Tlanxla himself directly passed his weapon to the Saurus Oldblood when it became obvious that the Old Ones would fail to defeat the Chaos Gods. On tabletop, the Revered Spear of Tlanxla gave Kroq-Gar a +1 bonus to strength on the charge, just like all spears did. The spear's truly unique ability came in the form of psychological warfare. Every wound Kroq-Gar dealt with it was counted as 2 when determining if a unit would flee or not at the end of combat. This made him exceptional at breaking otherwise steadfast regiments of infantry. In Total War Warhammer, the Revered Spear of Tlanxla is an excellent weapon. Unlocked in a quest battle at level 7, the spear boosts Kroq-Gar's melee attack, weapon strength, and charge bonus. It also increases his bonus versus large by 12. Most important of all, at least in battle, is that it grants him magical attacks and the Discouraged effect. As the Discouraged effect gives those hit by Kroq-Gar a -16 penalty to leadership, this is immensely impactful when trying to break an opponent. These abilities nicely replicate the battle capabilities of the spear on tabletop, though I find the Total War weapon more of a godly, stand-in. Unfortunately, the spear cannot be taken in multiplayer, as a combination of a terror-causing monster and a -16 penalty to leadership might be considered too oppressive. In addition to its battle effects, the spear also gives a faction-wide +3 bonus to public order in campaign. While the Lizardmen already have decent control buildings, this is still useful in shoring up control in contested provinces. The quest battle to obtain the weapon is nothing special, bringing Kroq-Gar and his army into combat with Dark Elves who are attempting to exploit the temporal energy of the Will of Time. Once the Lizardmen are victorious, Tlanxla reaches across time from before the Great Catastrophe to re-empower the spear, giving Kroq-Gar its benefits. The only truly dangerous enemies in the battle are the Shades that attempt to intercept the Lizardmen on the way to the main Dark Elf battle lines. Once you've dealt with these, a decent Saurus army can make quick work of the Dreadspear and Bleaksword front line the Dark Elves have brought. That concludes our overview of the Revered Spear of Tlanxla, one of the many mystic artifacts of the Old Ones. I'm sure many more of them will grace our Items of Legend series as we continue to move forward. I hope you all enjoyed the content and learned a thing or two while you were at it. For the lizard enthusiasts among you, I hope you're hungry for content, because I have some videos focusing on the Children of the Old Ones in the upcoming weeks. It won't be as focused as my Spooktoberfest activities, but that was a special event, so we'll give it a pass. Until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.